welcome to another episode of Don't Hurt Me, I'm Bullied. And boy, this album has been bullied for quite a while. This is a very strange episode because since, let's say, the COVID years, I don't know why, but this album is getting higher and higher ranks. It's getting a little bit better loved, liked, appreciated, but it's been widely at the bottom of each and every ranking, Iron Maiden album ranking. Let me present you. You know what I'm going to talk about, of course. Dance of Death. Dance of Death is the second album from Iron Maiden. Everyone knows Iron Maiden. They are the highest, the most important heavy metal, pure heavy metal band in history, maybe even before Judas Priest, and it's the second album that's been made since the return in the band of former not the first one, but the most legendary vocalist Bruce Dickinson and guitar extraordinaire Adrian Smith. They had reunited in 2000 with this album called A Brave New World, which really destroyed the charts. It really went very well, and it's been widely acclaimed critically wise, and the tour that followed was incredible. You got to know that when they did Brave New World, Bruce Dickinson had agreed to come back in the band, but he said, I don't give a damn about doing shows every night. That I can do. What I want to do is come back with an album that's worth being defended. And that is how they came to Brave New World. And when Brave New World is not a bad album per se, it's been very, very well acclaimed, and everyone say that it was a masterpiece and their best album since Power Slave. Power Slave is one of my favorite albums ever. I also love Seventh Son, About Seventh Son, and Somewhere in Time. So that you can know what I'm liking. So, the problem with Dance of Death. Well, it's been a very criticized album, to say the least. It's been bashed all over. But first, because, I got to defend it. But before defending it, let's have a look at the vinyl. Well, it's not the vinyl is a problem, is an issue. The cover is another issue. And it's in vinyl, so it's much bigger. Look at that. Well, sorry for the cut, but I just asked my daughter, and she doesn't know anything about album covers. She's too young, but she did tell me the same thing everyone said. And I mean absolutely everyone, me included. This is garbage, to say the least. I mean, look at this. Everything's almost in place. It could have been one of the best covers, like ever. The sky is incredible. Eddie as Death is incredible. But what the hell is that? What the hell is that? This pseudo 3D things. It's not half finished, not half baked. It's absolutely not. It's in a state of a project. And someone, I think I've heard somewhere that Steve Harris himself said it's okay. Said, release it that way. We're in a hurry. We're in a rush. Let's do it. And that's the problem with Iron Maiden. Since Bruce Dickinson came back, they're doing a thing on the fly. They're recording live. They're mixing on the fly with Kevin Shirley trying his best, or his less worse. And I'm pretty sure that half the bad reviews began with that. You're a journalist, which doesn't mean anything, but whatever. You're a music journalist and you stumble upon that and you think, Not on my watch. Not gonna talk about this. What's that? Yeah. So, Dance of Death began with a big failure, which is the cover. But when you listen to the album, and when you compare it to Brave New World, I cannot fathom how Brave New World has been so widely high regarded and Dance of Death been always bullied. I mean, if you look at the track list, you've got one problem. No more lies. No more lies, no more lies, no more lies, no more lies. No more lies, no more... No more... merde, comment on dit déjà? No more... Lies, no more lies. No more lies and no more lies. Sorry. So no more lies is a pain in the... And it's off. It's 7 minutes long. 7. Come on. But don't you know that I'm a savior? Don't you know that I could save you? Don't you know I could save your life? Don't you know I'm a savior? Don't you know I could save you? Don't you know I could save your life? God. Well, whatever. But if you listen, if you watch and if you listen to the whole thing, What is Dream is a very good single, and I bought it on 45 p.m. RPM. It's very efficient. Rainmaker is excellent. No, it's Rainmaker. Monsegur is completely stupid, but it's if you like Gangland or Invaders and you don't like Monsegur, you have a problem. Dance of Death and Spaskendale are two epics that are widely seen as some of the best Iron Maiden epics ever, and even people hating this album say that these two epics are incredible. And these two epics are the total 17 minutes. Not bad. Guests of Tomorrow is cool. New Frontiers, okay. And then you've got the trio of the last Facing the Sun and Age of Innocence that are what Iron Maiden did more pop. It's pop music according to Iron Maiden, and I like it. It's very it's enthralling. It's very you can feel Bruce Dickinson going for it, and it's very uplifting, and which is something that doesn't happen very often with Iron Maiden. But here it goes, and it's great. And then it ends with Journeyman, and Journeyman is it's an incredible song. It's overlong, it's too repetitive, but it's it's Iron Maiden. Don't you know I can save your life? But Journeyman is incredible, and music journalist, it's their first acoustic song. So Prodigal Song on Killers was a thrash metal song. Okay, but whatever. If you take the whole listing, it's a very, very good and very solid album. It's an album that stands by itself. It's an album that I've got it on vinyl, and the vinyl is great, but there's a huge problem. It's the same huge problem with every Iron Maiden vinyls back in the day. It's a picture disc. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. But the sound quality is awful. And I mean awful. The worst being Rock in Rio. Rock in Rio is just unlistenable. Plain and simple, unlistenable. But Dance of Death, as an album, is not half bad, not even a quarter as bad as people would think. And the more people speak about it, the more people listen to it back, because some people do, and there are more and more doing that. People say, you know what? It's not that bad. The sound is the same as Brave New World. The mood is almost the same. The keyboards in background, the drum mix, many things are very similar to Brave New World. And to be honest, I prefer listening to Dance of Death than to Brave New World, because Brave New World tends to be dragging a bit, while Dance of Death always has something going on for it. You already have things that give you, the will to go on and get to the next song. And what really brings people to having a better look at Dance of Death is the tour. Death on the Road, which is also on double vinyl here, which is absolutely great. The sound is awful too, but it doesn't really matter. It's better than, it's less bad than Rock in Rio. If you can have a listen to this, do it. If you have the DVD, watch out. The DVD has tremendous issues. Really, the sound is not that great, but especially it's faulty. The discs are faulty. And they acknowledge it, and they say, a few. And it's just unwatchable. It's that kind of thing for 90 minutes. Unwatchable. Absolutely unwatchable. And it's a shame, because the tour is great, the setlist is great, the band is great, even Yannick Gers is half decent. The backdrops are incredible. The scenery is incredible. The amount of energy, everything is pitch perfect. The tour is better than the tour they did with Brave New World. And all in all, Death on the Road is a great live. And I even come to say that if you want to know something about, if you want to discover Iron Maiden, I would say that Death on the Road might be the best live, because Live After Death is great, but it's a span of 4 years. Here we got much more. And I think on Death on the Road you even got you got Louder the Flies, which is if I'm not mistaken, Blaze Bayley's song. The set is incredible. And if you want to discover Iron Maiden studio-wise, everyone would tell you Number of the Beast. Some people would tell you Power Slave, and I kind of more agree with that. But to tell the truth, if you want to know what Iron Maiden is all about, and having some real issues with it, some real problems with it, but still thinking, hey, that's not bad, think about this record. It's been widely spanned, so you can find it for cheap. But hurry up, because the more time is passing and the more people think, the cover is horrible, but hey, I've listened back to it and I did not stop the CD till the end. And the end is Journeyman. Think about it. So Dance of Death, yeah. Just imagine you forget the cover. What if Dance of Death had been à la place of Brave New World? I'm pretty sure people would have said, this is the real comeback album. Give it a try. See you next time. I have an appointment with Death, and she hates when I'm late. Honey? Honey?